Hello, everyone. It's the evening right now. Welcome to In This Shade with Queena. Right now, we're going to be discussing a couple things. We're going to be discussing the interview that Tasha K did with Chasity, and we're also going to be discussing Blueface and how he will be held accountable if he goes around that baby. Now, I'm done with the situation with him and Krishan. I already knew that they were sneaking around with each other or whatever, and that's fine with me. It's been fine with me. I'm glad that it's all out in the open, so her fans can see what's really going on, and how she was gaslighting them the whole time. But I'm concerned for Blueface genuinely. Um, I don't think he realizes it. He probably I see that he's doing a lot of public things with Krishan. I don't think he's trying to at this time be they probably are alone with each other, maybe after you see them out of public, or whatnot. But I think that Krishan is trying to set him up for when that something happens with that baby. That baby, she don't give a damn about that baby, first of all. Let's just go there. Okay. Let's just go right there. If she cared about that baby, she would be getting him help instead of running around on dates with Blueface. Because Blueface don't give a damn about nobody. He has a lot of females that he's dealing with, and they don't care about themselves. So if you don't care about yourself, you can't care about your children. You know what I mean? Because that's unhealthy. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I first we're going to talk about Chasity. This interview is crazy, y'all. Okay. So Chasity calls herself going on to Tasha K had her on her show today on a live. And I was at work. I was listening to this. I didn't even realize she had that fucking Chucky doll. I mean, who in the fuck is going to take this girl seriously while she's holding a wine glass and a Chucky doll? Looking crazy than a motherfucker. But anyway, on this show, she is basically trying to telling her story of what happened. It was a very boring interview. Tasha K didn't get nothing out of the shit. It was a bunch of gaslighting she was doing with the girl. Tasha K don't give a damn about no goddamn Krishan or none of the Malones. I don't even understand how she gonna ask them to put a show together with them together. They don't even like each other. How are they gonna all be in what show? Unless they're in a mental hospital and they're all together right there, then that's the only show that I'll watch with them. Okay, because other than that, this family is deranged. I wouldn't be surprised if they are inbreds or something. I mean, for real, from down West Virginia, some damn where. I don't know. Junior never had a chance from the beginning. Let's just start there. Okay. Krishan don't give a damn about her baby, whether she takes them all around the world or whatever, whoever she don't trust or whatever. That's because CYF is on her ass and they're looking for that baby and looking for her ass too. And she knows it. I don't know how she's going to get away with this streaming stuff with that baby. she's a bold motherfucker. But they do say she's the Fed, so she probably has some connections where she can get away with a lot of things. I don't know. I never really known about Chastity. I never really followed this family. I hear things here and there and there and there, whatever. They're not a bad looking family. They just doing bad, okay? Because Krishan was just running around um giving out makeovers to people. If she wanted to give a makeover to someone, she can start off with giving one to this girl on the screen right now, okay? Because there's no way that she should have came to that interview looking like that, okay? Um Basically, Krishan is doing everything just for a front, just to, I guess, appease her audience. But her audience is people that she cannot stand. She can't stand her audience. It's not really the people she really wants to be following her. It's not really the type of people she wants to be liking her. It's older women. She was doing a Christian thing, so she probably has a lot of Christian followers. They're probably unfollowing her ass at this moment. She has blocked a lot of them because they're trying to talk some sense in her, and she ain't trying to hear that shit right now because she has Blueface's attention right now, okay? For the moment. And when Blueface's attention goes somewhere else, all fall down. It's all going to fall down, okay? She's over there giving makeovers for show. I mean, if you're going to give a makeover to people and feed the homeless and all this other shit that you're out here doing, then why broadcast it? I mean, I don't feel like people's blessings are going to get met by them trying to do things just for the camera. Okay, you shouldn't do things for the camera when you can be doing all these other things for family members that are obviously need the help as well. Okay, this lady is sitting there holding two baby dolls on this damn platform with Tasha K, and Tasha K can sit there with a serious face. Now, she talked a little bit about how she lost her son, and um because he had I guess she wanted people to know that I think the son, he accidentally took some drugs or something like that, and they took her son off of her. She hasn't seen her son. He's been adopted. Um they got a lot of shit going on in their family that just is crazy and deranged. And it seems like they're all trying to protect each other. Now, Sean can't stand this girl, Chastity. They go off the deep end all the time. The girl is talking about her and she's talking about her. I believe whatever she said about Chris Sean the first time was the truth, okay? It wasn't a lie. She wasn't lying about none of that. Now she's trying to take it back and she's trying to get back in Chris Sean's good graces. I don't know why she would want to be in her good graces. That girl don't give a fuck about none of her family members, okay? Her mom's out there in Baltimore now at her house, probably about to get evicted from that house. And she's talking about, did you eat some of the tacos from a whole week ago? Like, girl, bye. Like, this is a deranged, fucked up ass family. And at the end of the interview, Tasha K, she addressed Tasha K about the Halloween costume that she did with that she put on pretending like she was Krishan with the baby doll. Now that shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie, Sasha K, that was funny as hell. And then you sat there and apologized to this bitch for talking about you love Krishan. You know damn good and well that's a goddamn lie. That's a motherfucking lie. You didn't get nothing out of this interview. What you needed to get, what you needed to find out is where the fuck is the, Junior's ass and how they're gonna help that little baby. Okay, she's going all around saying she's a good mother, and a good mother where? Good mother how? If a good mother takes her kid and sees what's wrong with it, and then this is where I'm going to go with this. I'm going to tell you a story, and then we're going to talk about Blueface. Is there anything else I have to say about this bride? Because the interview was so unnecessary that I don't even know what else to say. Like, besides the fact that this family is fucked up, okay? This family is not the Adams family, but the inbred family. I don't know. I don't know what's up with this family. Krishawn is even embarrassed of this family, but she should be embarrassed of her own goddamn self because they're all the same motherfuckers. Okay, nice looking family. They're not bad looking at all. I don't even think the mom's that bad looking. Even Ronnie Doe said that she's a beautiful person for real, but she been through some things. They've been on drugs. They've been selling drugs. They've been doing this. They've been doing that. You know what I mean? This family is, and we all have things going on in our family. We all have issues, but this is some different shit. This is some. I don't know if that girl ever even been loved holding that baby doll like that. She's just never been loved. I mean, it's very apparent that she needs love. Okay, she never got it from her mom. Probably she never got it from the daddy. Um, yeah, she's going through something. She's basically needs a hug or something. I don't know. Tasha K sat there and watched that girl cry like that and just looked at her. I was like, Tasha K ain't I fuck with Tasha K, but Tasha K ain't shit, okay? Tasha K know damn good and well she don't give a goddamn about no goddamn Krishan and Chasity and all them. You get sat there and let that girl make you apologize to her. She only came on there to fucking talk crazy to you about that goddamn thing, and you got some information out of her trying to act like you care. You don't give a goddamn about what she's going through or nothing like that. So now I want to talk about Junior. I want to talk about Junior for a second. Junior is a sick child, okay? I don't know what is really going on with that baby. I just know he reminds me of my nephew. And my nephew had cerebral palsy. And when I say had, yes, it's the past tense. Because my nephew, my brother's son, he in fact had cerebral palsy, and he had a mother similar to Krishan. She just used to fight all the time. She used to throw bricks out, hit my brother in the head with things, and she just was from a deranged family as well. I don't want to talk about no one family or nothing like that because everybody got a fucked up family. Okay, everybody probably has a fucked up family, but this particular girl that he had a kid with would like fight all the time. So when the baby came out and she was like, vindictive the way Krishan is. So when the baby came out, he had cerebral palsy. So he went through a lot. He ended up having to get a trach. He was nonverbal. He could not walk, but he was strong. And he kind of reminded me so much of Junior. You can tell that they are fighters. They are fighters. He like used to scoot to the door and he was used to try to find his way. He was very smart, but he just couldn't do much. So unfortunately, when he turned 6 years old, he died. He lived from 2000 to 2006 because I have his tattoo on my arm. But that baby was it's a lot to deal with a baby like that. A baby like him needs 24/7 care, and they just can't help it. Like it's not their fault that they came into this world that way. They're still special and they're still need love and care, and you definitely have to care for them 24/7. He unfortunately was neglected as well, and he was found in a room unalive. So what I'm saying about that is, the family would like would kind of remind me of this family now that I'm looking at it. And I'm not saying the girl didn't love her baby. I think she just was young and it's a lot to deal with that type of baby. My mom intervened and she helped the baby go to a special school. He was doing better, because it's a lot. Sometimes you just need somebody to give you that extra push. But Krishan does not let no one help her with that baby. And she just runs around with this baby and not trusting nobody, like Chastity said. But the baby needs help. But really, what I think she's running from is CYF. And I think she knows that maybe they probably told her that this baby has an end date if she doesn't get them no help. And I can 100% say, I hope that that never happens. But the way it's looking like, girl, that baby is not going to have a chance if you do not get him help. And I don't think you care. And that's why I say all the time that she don't give a fuck about that baby. So with her not giving a fuck about that baby, and she's chasing Blueface around, Blueface is in danger, okay? Because if Blueface is around when something happens to that baby, he is going to be held accountable for that baby because she is so deranged, and her fans and everybody is so deranged that they believe that that's Blueface's baby, even though he has said that is not his baby. Now, do we really know if that's his baby or not? No, we don't know. We know that first test was inaccurate and it was not real. But we don't know. Well, just from that situation, we can we can assume that that baby is probably not his child. Okay? We can't say who the baby's daddy is. I mean, the one guy that tried to claim the baby, he's no longer here, but that doesn't mean that that was his baby neither. He didn't get a chance to figure out if that was his baby or not because of him being deceased or him being unalived a few days before he would go and get a blood test for that baby, allegedly. Okay. So with that being said, I think that Krishan has went to LA because she's fed up. And her and Blueface, they've been talking, and she's ready to, join. Not, I don't really think she do want to be in a circus. She feel like she started the circus. Okay, so if you notice that Blueface is disrespectful to every single woman he's with, okay, at some point, even if he be nice at first, eventually he gets to a disrespectful point. Okay, even Jaden, his baby's mom, he's disrespectful to her too. She's a part of this shit too. Okay, she's a part of a person that doesn't care about herself. I can say I don't care what no one says. She's no better than none of them. But do she love her kids a little bit better? Maybe. Um, I don't think she should have them kids on social media doing the things that they got them doing, exploiting them kids, because eventually those kids are going to hate or well, they're not going to like her. Okay, I don't want to use that word, the other word, because that's really not a nice word to use. But they're not going to like her, and they're not going to like Blueface either. Okay, they're not even going to like themselves. They see them running around with this circus act, and now they're part of the circus act. They're just the little ones, circus actors. But now we see that Nevaeh is home. Now she doesn't care about herself as well. Now she has a child, and she's bringing this child into the world around all this chaos, and she has no problem with it at all. I know she cries herself to sleep every night. Okay. I don't care what y'all see. There's no way that dealing with a person like Blueface, you're not going to cry yourself to sleep every night. Okay. Blueface Blueface is literally putting himself in danger by being around Junior. And I'm gonna tell you why. Unless you're gonna claim that child and you're gonna be in that child's life and get that child some help, like the first time you did when you exploited him about that hernia he had down there. And I honestly truly think he did that not to be smart, but to help that baby. He knew it was bad. Okay. And that girl didn't give a fuck. She was not taking that baby to that get that hernia until he exposed that. I don't know if he's around just to expose that situation right now. I don't know. Like I'm hoping that he's going to expose that baby and get that baby some help. But if he doesn't report that baby, so that baby can get some care in a different type of way, I'm telling you, he's about to be accountable for it. And I think that's what she wants. She wants Blueface to be accountable for that baby. Whatever happens to that baby, she wants him to take a part of it. She reminds me of the girl from the movie Crash, from that documentary. I think she'll do some crazy shit like that. She gives me those vibes. Something is telling me. I don't know if I got on this platform to expose this situation, and I'm hoping that he can see this. I don't know. I'm so early in my platform. I don't have many followers, but I'm telling you, Blueface, if I can reach out to you, you better get away from her unless you're going to turn in that baby to CYF, or CYF is, they're fucked up too. That baby needs some help. He at this point, he probably don't even realize he's sick. For real. Like he probably, that's all he knows is to be the way he is. And they adjust to stuff like that, just like a blind person adjusts to being blind. Uh you know what I mean? Like it's just what it is. Like, and it's very sad because he's a beauty. He's so cute. He is a cute baby. Like he is cute. There's nothing in this world that I would ever say bad about that baby, beside the fact that I do think he should be removed from his mom's care unless she gets him some help. She can never really give a fuck about that baby, just dragging him around because, like I said, he, I don't know if he got cerebral palsy or not. Um, Shout out to Sean Davy Way. He claims he has it. I don't know. He really on this shit. Like I mean, he's on it. He's on it for real. Like he claimed he got doctors records and all. He's doxing the. I don't know. Like I ain't trying to do all that. But what I do know is everything that he's saying about this child or whatever. It's still, for some reason, nothing has happened with this girl. Like nothing has happened with this child. Um, the more she's on the stream and the more she's out here in these streets, I do think that eventually someone's gonna come and check on that child and see. Because if he get admitted to any hospital, if he goes to any hospital, he will be admitted to the hospital, and they're going to see that that baby has been highly neglected. You know, he hasn't had any immunizations. Not that I don't believe in all that, but he hasn't had any immunizations since birth. He hasn't had any, like real care. He hasn't been to a speech therapist. He hasn't been to a therapist to be able to walk. They have pictures of this child all over the internet. And the reason why I didn't put those pictures up is because I don't know how true the pictures are. I mean, people could just make up anything, but I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that that's not true, but if it is true, I'm telling you, that baby needs to be removed from her care. And the Blueface, if you're around that baby, you are just as much as accountable. If you're around that baby, I'm just gonna say you the daddy. Now, I don't give a fuck if you say it's your baby or not, okay? Because she said it's your baby, and you know that's what she said, and you know that's what she's saying. What she's, her, that's her story, and your story is something different. You really haven't showed us any evidence even though I really do believe you do got evidence. I know you got evidence because you're Aquarius. You just holding out on that. You're, like you said, this is a storyline for you, and that's very sad that you would use a sickly child for a storyline. So if you do use a sickly child for a storyline, you and her is going to be held accountable when something happens to that baby. I don't give a fuck, and I don't give a damn about what y'all talking about. Now, look, they got them, they were together yesterday. But guess what? Guess what, y'all? What you think is going on? What do you actually think is going on in this situation? Because not only yesterday were these two together, but wait a second. They say today they were together. uh, yeah, they were together today as well. According to this picture on Blue Rock TV, I don't know how. I don't know. I just see this stuff, okay? I don't know if it's true, if it's not true, if it is, if it ain't. You know what I mean? All I do is report what I see. I know they definitely were together yesterday. Someone caught them together. Here they are again with the same little outfit and same thing going on, same situation, whether they're together or not, if that baby is around him and he can sit there and any fucking adult that is around this baby and see that what this baby is going through. I know she's pretend like she cares about her baby and she loves her baby and all this and that, but I honestly believe this bitch is sick and deranged, and I believe went behind closed doors. We can see clearly all the pictures that they've been showing y'all around this internet. I don't know if they're true or not. And I'm not putting them pictures up because I don't know what them. They say they took off the filters and all this, and there's an app, and I don't know. That's some bullshit. I'm tired of this AI and all this and that. I only go by the facts. I have a criminal justice degree, and I could only go by the facts. Okay. The fact is that it's very clear that something is wrong with that goddamn baby. And that baby needs some attention from a fucking pediatrician, a fucking hospital or emergency room, a therapist, a speech therapist, a fucking eye doctor or a hearing doctor. I mean, he needs surgery on his feet. He needs another surgery on his according to Chasity, or one of her sisters, one of the 12 sisters or whatever, how many 12 siblings she has. Yeah, that baby needs care. He needs to be cured, and she don't need to be running around chasing after Blueface because he don't give a fuck about her. He don't give a fuck about none of them girls, and they don't give a fuck about themselves, and she don't give a fuck about herself. So how the hell she gonna give a fuck about that baby? Okay, this is getting serious, and it's getting so dark. I don't even think I want to report on this shit no more because it's so crazy. It's about to get bad, and I said this from the beginning. I only started my page like about a week or two ago. Okay. And I had technical difficulties at the beginning, but I'm getting better at this. And I'm telling you, something is fucking wrong and it's going to go bad. I didn't get to convey that message at first, but it's about to get bad. Okay. Something bad is about to happen to somebody. I don't know if it's going to be Blueface, the baby, or all of them, or Krishan. She's the type of person, if he get in the car and she gets angry, she might take them all out. She probably don't feel like she has anything to lose. Okay, she's the type of bride that if she can't have Blueface, nobody can. She's happy now. This is her happy day, but mad day is coming. Okay, And I don't give a damn about no mad date no more. You know, I don't care about these people's feelings. They don't care about their feelings and how he treated them. Why the fuck should I care? But I do care about the way that baby is being presented out on this internet. It's very sad. Like, it's very sad. And that's the only message that I had all day. I was thinking about this all day at work. I'm like, Blueface don't know that that girl's about to set him up for some shit. Like, if she's the type that'll do something to the baby and leave him with him and say he did it. I really do believe she'll do something like that. I think she's devious, conniving. She uses that Christianity shit to her advantage because everybody know God is within everyone. Okay, she is not a godly person. Whatever she got in her, that is not God. Okay, that's some other shit. And the devil knows how to deceive people too. So, with that being said, please pray for Junior. Pray that someone will come and intervene in this situation. It's getting very weird now that we're seeing Junior more and more, and people are exposing her because the more she's streaming, the more she's out here, you know, pretending and projecting that she's someone else. And you know, she literally does everything that he does. If he go on Jason Lee, she go on Jason Lee. If he go on pop the balloon, she'll go and pop the balloon. If she go on this, she does. Like, she's so fucking weird and annoying and so fucking cringy when it comes to Blueface that and you're not like this about your own child. You can find the time to chase this motherfucker all around the world, but you can't find the time to take that baby to the hospital. And all her fans are, oh, he loves her. Who gives a fuck if he love? If he do, he don't love nobody. He don't even love. He don't love none of them hoes. Okay. I don't know what he gets out of him. I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think that. And I actually think he may care about her, and he might care about that baby. Maybe, I don't know. I never heard him really say nothing bad about her or the baby. I mean, just said the truth. You know what I mean? He seemed very truthful when he comes to bitches and his situations. Like, so with that being said, that's all, guys. I don't know. But please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get back on here for a while talking about this. I'm about to get into some other things, some true crime things. That's what I'm really interested in. I just haven't really had the time to really do anything, to really sit down and gather up enough evidence and things to present to you guys. But that's my next thing. And if I say anything about this again, it will be because something drastic has happened. That's all I have to say, guys. And have a good night. It's late. It's 11:36 over here. I hope everybody's weekend is wonderful and beautiful, and that's all I got. So you guys have a good night, and thank you for watching, and tell Blueface to come holler at me, okay? And like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you if you already subscribed. You about to be a part of a decent family over here. And I got you. Bye.